Today's topic is going to be how to build your resume using Power BI. Hello, and welcome to Two Suitcase Engineers. This is an attempt to share our knowledge that we have gathered over the past 10 years as software engineers and as leaders in the software engineering space. So we bring multitude of topics to you every week from data analysis, data engineering, software design, leadership, project management, and just learning from others who've been on this journey coming from to this country to United States to work in corporate America from different backgrounds with just two suitcases. With me, I have a co-host who's Prafula Patta, who shares the same passion. With that, I would like for him to introduce himself.
Hey, this is Prafula Patta. I came from India back in 2010 and I did my master's in United States and I've been working here since 2012. Uh, so over the past 10 years, it's been uh, a great journey in the world of IT, in the world of corporate America. So as now currently we have a pretty good different variety of opportunities available outside. So if I have to introduce myself, I don't need to see. I don't need to speak about myself. I need to show myself in a data, in a dashboard, in a reporting. Being myself in last 10 years with the data, with the reporting and dashboarding, I want to show myself in a dashboard. So that is how I started this dashboard as a resume dashboard.
Oh, before you go there, Prafula, again, this is a topic that we came across where other people have done it. So we thought, like, okay, with all the attrition that's going on in the company, with the great resignation and everything, we thought this would be a great conversation starter or a much needed dashboard that you should have if you're a data analyst or a data engineer or a data visualization enthusiast to present yourself and have a good conversation with the hiring manager or when you're putting yourself out there. So again, I think we can't take all the credit for the idea. We've seen few other people do it as well. So this is an attempt to show how it's done. So you can take the template or the solution we've built here and expand it for your own needs. So we're going to make the most of the files that we used in the session in the episode today. And we'll provide all the links below for you to download and set it up for your own resume. So again, Prafula, can you give a brief overview of the solution design and show a little bit of the demo of how you have set it up?
Thanks, Santosh. Let me share my details over here. So I have started with my resume in a Google Sheet. I just want to add the details like what are the different type of awards I have received, and what are the different projects I've been working since the inception of my work started, like when I did my bachelor's and how it went. And then and another tab where we I provided my employment history on where I started and on my different titles, which with respect to the corporate America. And my expertise is mostly on the reporting and the data visualization. And Power BI is a very powerful tool, so I just want to add a special a focus on what all the different type of data sources have been used in my in my experience, right? So and the technologies, right? The technologies with the rating and since when I'm using this technology, right? So that will help me or someone to understand, okay, this person has this much of experience in this specific technology. And also business focus and because in corporate America, every time you need to know, like, okay, this person has this business knowledge. He can go and say something in the field of reporting, or he knows about agile, or he knows about how to build the dashboards for executives or AWS, right? So that is another thing which I try to add a tab here. So now when I inserted all this information, right, I pulled this information into the Power BI. So you can connect to the data directly from Power BI to a Google Sheet, and then I loaded all the data uh, and then started building this dashboard. Obviously this dashboard doesn't look the best right now because I just quickly built it in within like 5 to 10 minutes, or like a within a hour. And I'll get it better in the next coming sessions. So as someone looks into this dashboard, they will know, okay, this person is an expert in data visualization, and where does he live, and the list of awards received by him in his experience, right? So I got in third place in my hackathon last this year on January, and then my different awards I have received it within my corporate experience. And over here, it will show the skill sets, right? So the x-axis shows the rating, like where I rate from 1 to 10, how do I rate myself. And the y-axis here shows since when I started using this technology. So if you see Power BI, I started using it from 2016, and I rate myself as 9, and because I'm very confident on what I do with the Power BI or any other tools and technology. And then the technology tool set, because we in IT corporate America, we use a different type of tool sets, right? So whether it is a DAX in which is a language in Power BI, or an ETL tool like Matillion, SSIS, or Informatica, right? And then the reporting tools like SSRS, which is just standard before. Now everyone is moving towards a report builder or Power BI report designer, right? So those are all the different tool sets which I'm familiar, and the databases which I'm familiar. Maybe call it Redshift, call it Oracle, SQL Server. So a hiring manager should know about the person, what is he, what all the technology he knows, right? So and the employment history will also tell them, okay, how I'm being in my history, and how I'm racing my step towards what I am today.
Thank you, Prafula, for sharing that cool dashboard and how you have set it up for your own profile. Now let's see how I can pivot and set it up for my background and make it a dashboard that I can show off my skills and match my resume. So here on the screen, you can see that I took a copy of the data source that Prafula had as resume, and made a copy of it and made all my edits to match my experiences, my journey as 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 in the corporate America, and I want that to be reflected on the dashboard. So the first thing I would do is I have the same dashboard in the Power BI file that Profula built on, and I'm going to go into the transform data sources and go to my edit data sources and change up the data source to point to the new file that I just created on Google Spreadsheets. So now I've gone through the same steps in cleaning up some of the data, and let me fix some of these errors that I have. And now that the data reflects my own background, let me hit close and apply. And I'm going to not show you all the steps that I'll do to clean up here, but this is going to be the final product. So now you've seen how I've transformed the dashboard that Profula has built to match my profile with minimal work that you probably saw in a minute. It took me about 15 to 20 minutes, but I got there. So I even took it a step further where I'm able to link some of my sample work and connected through a bookmark feature within Power BI, and I'm able to showcase some of my other sample work. So again, this is going to be a great way for you to present yourself as well as have a good conversation with while you're presenting yourself. And when you're putting up yourself out in the market, right? So most of my experience, experiencing a lot of candidates for interviews or even talking to good hiring managers is always um, make it a good conversation, right? So by the time you feel like you had a great conversation, you're walking off from that conversation feeling great. I think that's a clear indication that that might be a good culture fit or a good next step for you in your career trajectory. So again, this is just a sample, and hopefully, it's a good first topic on our attempt here to bring some great content to you as we progress. But if you have any suggestions for other content, please drop that in the comments on what you would like to see more from data analysis. As we said, the topics can be anywhere from data analysis, analytics, Power BI, or any other BI tools that we keep exploring all the time. Any technology solutions related to AWS or so on and so forth. So with that, any other thoughts from you, Prafula?
Yeah, this is a great tool to showcase yourself in a dashboard way. I mean, I believe with the current market opportunities, if you share your resume as a dashboard, it will really, as a leader, Santosh, do you how do you feel if you see a resume as a dashboard? You will be excited, right?
Absolutely, and that's the first thing I usually, and most of the time, most of us work in corporate America, so it's always hard to take any screenshots of the work that you've done and just showcase on your, because of a lot of confidentiality reasons as well as compromising the company's information. But here you've seen like some of the sample work that I'm highlighting here is from my own personal data. So again, I think we're going to be doing a future episode on how I've converted some of my running information, which I'm passionate about. I train for half marathons, and I want to train for Ironman, and I think which I'm well off in that journey. So I have tons of data that I've generated through that process from 2013 on, that I'm able to leverage and build a dashboard for myself. So all of that information, I think you can use it from your personal facets of your life and turn that into a dashboard experience and showcase that as well, right? So it can be financial, it can be related to your fitness, travel, or anything for that matter. So a few of those examples are, we were looking at a real estate investment a couple of months ago, and I wanted to know, hey, how is this market sustainable? So definitely, there's tons of data out there on sales from county websites that you can get and do your own analysis on what are the trends, what are the median prices. Zillow is a great mechanism. And again, getting data out of those platforms and integrating into your own analysis is going to be the challenging part. But again, I think it's very fruitful once you are able to do that. That gives you confidence on both your investments and as well as analysis to stay in touch with where the market trends are going. So I think that's can definitely be a future topic that we'll bring to the table. But again, I think we're going to be, we've met so many smart people through our careers, that working with them or met them on LinkedIn, through our personal connections while going and presenting at some of the Power Platform Summits or other public speaking avenues. So again, I think we want to, in the future episodes, we're going to make an attempt to see if we can bring some of those people on here and share those experiences with you. And hopefully we'll be able to learn from each other, right? So that's the sole goal of why we got this started, and also keep ourselves up to date with the market trends and as well as latest trends in technology and learn from each other. With that, I think we'll see you next time.
Thank you.